to episode 15 of the Pause Podcast, the fortnightly podcast where we hit pause on whatever movies or TV shows we're watching, video games we're playing, and music we're listening to have a chat with our friends. I am joined today by Jess and Boots herself.
Yes!
Jessie Singleton, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. You're looking magnificent today.
That sounded so sarcastic.
What? What? No way.
I'm just so awkward today. Alright, moving on.
And then, we didn't agree to a tagline, so I don't know what to describe you.
Oh, I'll do it.
Okay.
Please do.
And then to my left, we have the magnificent, the mouthful Monique. That sounded too tip. Okay, let me try this again. The magnificent, the maleficent, Monique Walker, a.k.a. Ewan's girlfriend. Yeah! I've just been waiting to say
We were saying before we were going to make you deal with that.
the myth, the legend. Oh,
the
wait,
myth,
that's
the legend.
already...
Someone's already taken that.
Yeah.
We'll think of one.
I think
for
that's
next
Lars.
week.
Lars is
That
the
would
man
be-
myth.
No, he's the voice of
I like the way you
reason.
started.
No, yeah, Lars is the voice of
I think he
reason.
has a couple.
He has
Alright.
too many.
Too
He
many.
certainly
Too many,
has a
you might say.
couple, as in, we're a couple.
Okay.
We need like
Tagline
a
next
tree
time.
behind us to like explain all the connections.
Yeah.
I love how you started the
How does
introduction. You're
Harris
like,
fit into this?
Auntie.
Where is he?
I love how the way you started that introduction. You're like, and to my left, you'll see. It's like a tour guide.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good with putting on voices, as seen in previous podcasts with my phone calls. But I can put on a really professional voice. So today I'm going to be promoting Jessie and Boots, and I'm going to come across professional because otherwise nobody will watch my channel. So thank you, everybody, and yeah, I just hope this goes really well.
That was impressive.
Thank
You
you.
just like switched
You
persona.
really,
Like,
yeah.
kept your cool.
this is business, Jessie.
Yes,
Bang.
business, Jessie. Considering that I don't do school anymore, I'm surprised I have a business.
School's for chumps. Let's get things started, shall
You're
we?
a chump.
Thanks.
I was a chump,
You was.
and now I'm a bigger
I
chump
was
because I'm
a
at
chump
university,
too.
and that's an even bigger joke.
Yeah, true. Alright,
I-
shall we
I
start
joke.
with Mon's topic?
Yeah, let's do that. Come on, what's
Do
your
I
topic?
get to introduce my topic?
Yeah.
Well, I hope so, because otherwise no one's gonna know.
Visual stimulus.
Don't forget to lean into
I
your
came
microphone.
prepared. I came prepared.
I can hold it up in the middle if you want.
Yeah, that would be great.
I
So
mean,
my topic,
I mean, I
as
can hold it
a
up in the
as
middle if you would like me to.
as
You sounded like a robot then. It's like artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
like
wow.
Siri or something.
Yeah.
As a massive Taylor Swift fanatic, of course, I'm bringing.
That's an
something-
understatement.
Something, yes, something Taylor Swift related, which has been a bit of a theme in your podcast recently, Ewan. I've noticed.
We did discuss Taylor a bit last
with
podcast.
Taya.
T-Swizzle.
Taylor with Taya.
Yeah.
But my topic is related to something that came up in the media fairly recently and has been relatively contentious on various levels. Sorry, I need to make sure. I'm pretty good at projecting my voice. So people tell me. So my topic is Taylor Swift's open letter to Apple. And I know that you guys have a bit of a background knowledge, but what I got from the letter and from what I've heard is that Apple Music are starting up something like a free streaming, paid streaming.
But it's a 3-month free trial thing.
So it's like Spotify.
I think they're pretty much doing their own version of Spotify, but you have there's no free version. There's no free version.
Yeah, so it's a paid music subscription service that
Yeah.
Apple launching. I can't remember what it's
You
called.
can access
Apple Music or
everything.
Apple.
Apple Music, yeah.
So
Apple
like
Music?
like Adobe is doing a subscription thing. I think it's just more accessible now. People have are expected to reach a lot of audiences, and everybody likes to have access to everything. So why not make it legal rather than illegal?
And so the issue that sort of related to all artists really that Taylor Swift sort of took on and sort of counteracted and spoke up about was that they were giving the 3-month free trial to customers for people to test out this Apple Music thing, and they weren't actually going to pay the artists for those 3 months
Yeah.
that people were listening. So I think the setup is normally, once you start paying, is that the amount of plays that they get is the amount of art, and that works with Spotify as well, I think.
Yeah, so the way that Spotify works, being a free service, is that they generate ad revenue. So, or Spotify is free to a degree, to which it then, there is also a paid subscription, obviously, to Spotify as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But all the revenue they earn is then divided amongst the artists based on a play level. So there's like an algorithm that turns out, like, you had, such and such of a percentage of the plays for that month, so you in turn get such and such a percentage of the revenue taking out Spotify's cut. So they'll be doing a similar sort of thing with that, I've thought. So there's a whole algorithm behind it. But obviously the issue here was that for 3 months, and the issue that Taylor Swift brought out, was that for 3 months the service was going to be free, and therefore they weren't going to be paying artists. And she was,
and
processing the fact that...
I think she was definitely saying, and I can't say for sure, I'm trying to put my professional words still on, I can't say for sure whether or not she was sticking up just for independent artists or upcoming artists, because she did state that in her letter. However, she did, so we don't know where her heart is, whether she was doing it to grab attention to herself, or maybe a producer thought it would be a good idea to encourage independent and her, but like she said in it, she can still, she said that she can still support herself clearly, so she's doing it more for the people that maybe don't have world tours and stuff like that, so like my brother.
But on the flip side, your brother's obviously a musician,
so it's very...
But on the flip side, like, it's also a huge opportunity for up-and-coming musicians, because if they get accepted into iTunes and get their music published on there, then it's it's like a huge opportunity for them. And
everybody can put things on iTunes pretty much now.
Yeah, that's true. This podcast on iTunes,
so pretty much everything. But definitely, Yeah,
no, I think it's fair what she was saying. I don't know if she's the best person. I'd like to see sort of independent music producers being able to represent themselves. But she obviously has such a powerful enough voice that they turned and reversed the decision around in a matter of hours.
Powerful women, isn't she?
Yeah, that was the other thing that it got brought up, that I was watching on a news, TV, pop culture kind of show this morning, was that one of the questions that they had was this brought up the idea that maybe Taylor Swift is more powerful than Apple, and it was the sort of like brings into the limelight how powerful she actually is.
She's hugely powerful. I've heard it said that, I can't remember who said this, but she has more followers than God. And I wonder how true that is. I know Christianity's struggling these days, but surely there's more people that still worship God
I think that would be it.
Follow Taylor Swift.
I don't
but
even
I thought it was
know
a funny comparison to make.
Well, who knows? I'm getting scared by all the terrorist things that are going on. I don't know.
Maybe Taylor Swift can solve those too.
Yeah. That
She's
could be funny.
Hold up ISIS.
I'm going to write a song about you. And
if
everybody
these attacks
will
don't
be
stop,
laughing
there's
at you.
not another album coming out. I've got a question for you though. You obviously bought the album. You bought the deluxe edition. Did you just buy the one, or you've got multiples, one for every room in the house?
No, I only have the one.
Just the one, okay. I assume you bought the album too?
I did.
Even I bought the album. So
he
that's...
bought the album
but
for
not
Monique
the
for a
deluxe.
road trip. Isn't that adorable?
Yeah, that
Let's just have it in the car.
But now all three
not
of
the
us own
deluxe
the
version.
album.
Not the deluxe version, because I'm a
Come
cheapskate.
on, Ewan.
It was hard to find. I went to JB Hi-Fi, and they were totally out of the record. I'm like, what the hell
Okay,
is up
how
with
much?
this?
How
I
much
got this
did you
from,
pay?
like, Coles.
How much did you pay for the normal one?
Like $18.
How much did you pay for the deluxe?
22.
I paid
That's fine.
$13 for the deluxe
How?
because I
Bargain,
waited.
wasn't
I listened to
Oh,
her.
okay, so you waited until
Yeah.
it gets cheaper.
But what I'm trying to say is that there wasn't very many ways you could listen to the album in its entirety without actually buying it.
She took all her music off
Off
Spotify.
Spotify,
I remember that, but that wasn't as big a deal as this thing for Apple.
No. Cool, because it's Apple. Like, an Apple itself is just a big brand.
For a
Yeah,
while,
bigger.
people thought
Yeah.
Spotify was illegal. And for a while, maybe when it started, it was a bit more illegal. But now it's got, like, the ads, so then people listening for free get ads, whereas people that pay don't get ads. etc.
Yeah, it's
etc..
such a tricky thing to figure out, isn't it? Because
So much illegal stuff.
because
is
like
accessible.
on like one hand, music is almost like human right that people should be able to listen to and play music.
Yeah,
Like it's
that's
so
fair.
it's just so ingrained in the human race, really. Like it's a huge part of cultures
But
right
that-
around the world.
That is part of the entertainment industry has
Ye-
made it a part of our
Yeah,
culture.
but at the same
In
time, like we shouldn't expect
Af-
anything for free.
Oh no.
And
But
there's
see,
the
in Africa, or in a tribal community where they haven't grown up with a massive like cultural influence, there's still music naturally made there. No,
absolutely.
like buying or anything
Yeah.
like that. There's just
That's a good point.
stuff like that.
I can
um,
see the waves, and Ewan's waves are like a massive.
He's like,
my windshield has like really little.
yeah, and when you laugh, look at them all over the place.
We're screwed when we laugh.
So, but basically, like people need to understand that they need to pay for music, and personally, I reckon if you value an artist, you are obligated. You are obligated to buy their CD.
Oh yeah, that's how
And
I felt about that CD.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
absolutely.
I-
That's
like,
not
You
the only
bought
way
it
to do
straight
it.
away.
And
I'm sure.
the fact that she actually took it off Spotify meant that her album, I can't even remember the statistics, but her album
Skyrocketed.
was majorly successful
Mm.
because of, well, supposedly because it wasn't on Spotify, so people had to actually go out and pay the money to purchase it. And that's, I mean, I think that's awesome.
It
I'm
is.
quite happy to
Yeah, absolutely.
support her.
So, but do you reckon you can see like we should state that Apple, if you're not familiar with the news, Apple now have reversed their decision and they're going to
Yeah.
keep the
Yeah.
free 3-month trial,
But they're
but they're
going
going to pay the artists during that time. So I mean, they're actually kind of they'll lose a fair amount from that because they're not seeing the revenue come in, but they're obviously this
They're
cash
taking
outflow.
it out, yeah.
So that'll be a loss for
I'm
them.
I'm sure Apple
They
will
can-
handle it.
Oh, I mean, this
Yeah.
is a company that makes trillions of dollars each
Yeah.
quarter, so like they're going to be absolutely fine. But maybe it was a bit cheaper than to begin with. I think it's partly what Taylor was getting at.
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
can you see a music streaming service as being something that's successful in the future?
Well, it's obviously
it's
become a
becoming-
lot
it's
more
becoming-
popular.
Yeah,
normal, and
it's
they're
rapidly catching up
I
with
think
physical
the
or digital
fact
sales.
that they're
yeah.
making people want to purchase like a subscription. I've noticed recently that subscription services are becoming more of a thing rather than purchasing outright, because
Yeah.
a lot of the targeted people are like uni students and young students, and so they don't have like $500 to put in to access the entire Apple library at one point,
Yeah, but they can afford to
But they could-
fork
yeah.
up $10 a month.
And so, like, for Adobe, or however people pronounce that, they've started doing a subscription service. Adobe.
That's
Is
how I
it?
pronounce it. I don't know.
Adobe?
Yeah, that's
Adobe.
I last called it Adobe, and so I started calling it Adobe.
That's
Isn't
like-
it
that's
Adobe?
like
That's
a
because
gift.
he's a dope.
It's like
Ah.
moving on. That's like GIF and GIF.
Yeah,
You
it's
say
definitely.
GIF or GIF?
The
GIF.
creator
It's a
has
GIF.
come out to say it's GIF.
No way!
That's
But-
what I heard.
But I still stand
It's
by that the
GIF.
creators got it wrong. The way you put those letters together is GIF.
Yeah, definitely. But like what I was trying to say is like it's definitely the new thing to do, and more
Oh, yeah.
people are able to do it, especially if they allow you to cancel at any time. I think it's a good thing. You have the reach, rather than people going. All right, so if I have to purchase each song separately and pay a lot of money, why don't I just go out and buy the album? May as well get it online for free, find a torrent, blah, blah, blah. You
Yeah.
know?
Mm.
So I think it's
I've
better.
heard it described that piracy comes down to like a service issue. And I read, I'm getting this wrong, but I think it was maybe Kotaku or Gizmodo or something published this article talking about this. And basically what they were saying is that, people download because it's the most efficient way for them to consume content. Sorry, like pirate stuff. For example,
Yeah.
if you pirate a movie, you have that file and you can throw it on a USB and take it to your friend's house. You can plug it in your TV. You can plug it in a computer. You can
Yeah.
transfer it to a phone. You can store it in a media
Yeah.
library and stream it around your house. Like it's just the most easy way to do it.
No internet is needed, whereas for these
Yeah.
things, internet is needed to be able to
And
stream.
it uses large amounts of data every time.
Yeah.
But Spotify does have the function once you
that you can have
purchase
on
that you can actually
offline.
purchase, like through the app, you can listen to stuff offline.
Yeah.
Once you pay. That is true.
Is that something that Apple Music would be having?
We don't know.
I imagine so.
Yeah, I'd have thought so. I'd have thought they would get around that.
Because no one wants to be carrying around their phone, streaming from the internet.
No, no one's got data plans
Yeah,
big
but
enough.
at
Sure.
some point,
Not in
some
Australia,
point,
maybe in the
I'm
US.
I'm pretty sure that at some point soon, internet is going to just free internet is going to become a thing pretty soon.
Yeah.
Like imagine
The UN is
all
going to
the-
add it to the Bill of Human Rights, like free Wi-Fi
No, but
for
don't you
everyone.
think that's where we're headed?
Oh,
Or at
yeah.
least really cheap.
Yeah.
Like when you buy a
Yeah.
house, it comes with free internet or something. Like, because if you go to Macca's, you've even got like the Magic Hand Car Wash has
Yeah,
Like-
most businesses
like
will
most
have
businesses
Mm.
now
free
have
Wi-Fi.
free Wi-Fi, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's
I found
even
out something the other day
smallest
that
business.
Telstra being an Australian telecom.
Around
they-
the boxes around the city and stuff.
Yeah, so they're like trying to
Free
add so
spots.
Telstra subscribers can get like just free Wi-Fi everywhere.
Yeah.
And you save money on your broadband connection if you open up your Wi-Fi to other Telstra users. So like say, some Telstra customer like happens to walk by, they'd be able to connect to your Wi-Fi. In theory. That's what I sort of gathered.
Wow.
But that's kind of scary.
That's a bit scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen free Wi-Fi on trams as well.
Yeah.
Oh
You get
yeah,
free
at
Wi-Fi
like
everywhere.
at Flinders
Yeah.
Street Station there is you can connect to their free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Metros with free
I
Wi-Fi.
don't know, like buying a physical CD is still the way to go for me because I just like having the physical
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I
think it's
like the
different for
booklet
each
that you
other,
flip through
yeah.
once and then just stuff back and
I only purchase CDs when I really, really want the physical thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Taylor
I just
Swift-
buy CDs on a whim. Like,
See,
oh,
I
I've heard
don't
of
do
this
that. I
band.
don't do
I've
that.
heard a track. It
Yeah, I
sounded
wouldn't
good.
do that.
I
I don't do
CD.
it only because I listen to it online and then I start playing it. Like
Yeah.
as a musician, I'm less.
I know, but like,
But
you
as
can,
a musician,
you
you
can
would
go to
think
the
that I
store
would
and
buy.
get,
And
like,
my brother likes to buy lots of stuff.
yeah,
Just gonna shout out doing a tour in Tasmania, just in case anyone's in Tasmania.
that's awesome.
Little Adventures are gonna be there in July, so make sure you check it out. So Little Adventures is like a electronic sort of vibing. I don't know how to explain it.
Exactly the kind of
vocals
music I'd
and-
listen to it.
Yeah,
It's like
so
electro.
It's
not
like that.
folk,
It's
but-
that feel of like what everyone's doing at the moment. Like Lord, is it
Yeah.
Lorde or Lord?
Adobe.
Adobe, tomato, tomato. It's that kind of that really cool like sweet vibes that everybody's doing like
Yeah, got synths and like a slow sort of
synths
bass.
and a really epic vocalist, Mel O'Neill. I have a secret girl crush on her. She is incredible.
Not so secret anymore.
Well, not so secret, but not that she's probably gonna watch this. Sorry, I'll get her onto it. But yeah, so he's a part of quite a few bands, so just gonna plug them.
Yeah, their cover of Electric Feel. I played that.
Yeah,
the other
it's
day.
on YouTube.
Super rad.
Electric Feel, Little Adventures, go for it.
Sweet. Cool. Well, let's move on, shall we? Oh, sorry. Did you look
No,
like you
no,
wanted to say something else?
no.
Oh, well, what
No,
about the
it's not
dude's
that.
response, the photographer? Have a look at
Oh,
that.
yeah, okay. What were you saying about this photographer?
So
dude?
I saw
I've got-
this the
I've got
day
the article.
after. The day
Yeah.
after that. That is a very loud.
I'm sorry, I'll turn
phone.
the sound off.
I was hearing it from the other room. I had no idea what's going on.
I read that this photographer was saying that for freelance photographers that they're not necessarily, I don't know if they're hired, but pretty much they earn their living off selling their photos to like a magazine
Oh,
or
yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
But on the contract that he has to sign, he's not allowed to access.
This is stylus.
Yeah, I have a stylus on my phone. It's a note.
That's
Oh
hilarious.
my god.
I'm taking down the time codes. I'm getting
Did that
more.
come with the
more-
phone?
No, they just left this hole in the bottom of it, and like you have to buy the stylus separately.
Oh.
No, the stylus came with the phone.
Oh, what?
I thought it would
So
like come
gullible.
with the case or something.
No,
That's
it
cool.
came with the phone.
That's really
As I was saying,
Sorry, Jessica.
so he was saying that she showed the contract that you have to sign as a photographer. There, you're not allowed access to backstage areas, and like the photos that you take have to be approved by management of Taylor Swift, and you're only allowed to use every photo that they approve once. to one thing and then it's dead, whereas where they would normally get their money from when it gets used other places,
Okay.
they're not allowed to get the money from it.
So,
I can see where he's going with this argument then.
So he had a rebuttal
to her letter.
Taylor Swift's letter about the exploitation of artists.
Yeah, I think it's here. Oh, I don't know how to use your computer.
Is this
This
a response to the response?
This is the response to Taylor Swift. To Taylor's open letter.
Are you reading it out?
I'm just trying to get it here. Hold on. So it escalated quickly, he said, blah, 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 blah.
Is this the right one? Is this the right article?
Yes.
I just clicked the first one that I said. Okay. I can see where he's going with this argument, though.
So the contract he entered as...
Was he sort of basically saying that really she has no care for sort of, up-and-coming or independent freelancing artists or whatever, because they're making life difficult?
Because he was saying pretty much, is payment for my work not justified, and signing contracts such as the one for Taylor Swift would have meant that the newspaper could have been given my photo. Oh my goodness. Could have been given my photo by the artist, so Taylor Swift would distribute the thing and they would pay him for it. But then everyone's a winner except the photographer.
So, and signing contracts such as this one for Taylor Swift meant that the newspaper could not have been given my photo by the art. Meant that, no.
I'm a bit confused. I feel like this isn't the one. But he inserted a picture of Taylor Swift's contract. Yeah, that definitely has to be it.
Maybe you click on that one. It's like the summarized one.
Let's see if we can get this.
That's quite a crazy contract, though. That's amazing. That.
Then I think
I suppose
her management said that. Does it say where you can read? Had published, yeah. So maybe it was that one.
No, this is going to a WordPress site. This looks better.
Yeah. So there's his thing, and then if we go to where the contract picture is, where is it? Oh my goodness!
Alrighty.
You have to insert.
Well, if we can find it later on, we'll come back.
Anyway, we'll insert the link. People can have a look. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's crazy. But that just goes to show how much power she wields, though. The fact that people are so desperate to see and consume Taylor Swift content. Like you're obviously a big fan as well. So you must just demand to see, all the latest news and gossip about Taylor Swift and stuff.
Demand's a very strong word.
But that's just how much power she has, that people are so desperate to, have photos of Taylor Swift that she's able to enforce these kind of quite strict rules.
So you think she's abusing her power?
Well, she's allowed to control her image. Which is
of course. I think photography and music.
Yeah. Here it is. I found his thing.
I think they're two different things.
Oh, okay. This is a contract. No, that's impossible to read. That image is way too small.
You gotta zoom in. Seriously.
Can you click the image and blow it up? Does that work? No.
I'm just zooming.
Just doing the zoom. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's detailed.
So there's
Whoa, where are we?
five layers. So there's several different clauses.
Zooming in.
Oh my god. My computer cannot handle the zoom. Sorry, go on, Monique.
I was just explaining to your listeners, Ewan, what they cannot see.
Yes.
So we will put the link in the YouTube video.
And check that out. Yeah, that's some. I was unfamiliar with this, but I'm blown by that.
Taylor Swift's rant.
An open response to Taylor Swift's rant against Apple.
I think it was a stand. I don't think that there's enough people that stand up for themselves in this world. I'm going to put that out there.
Yeah, surely.
And yes, she's using her power, and like you said before, Ewan, it might be more powerful if it was coming from an artist, like an independent or upcoming artist. But I also feel
people wouldn't listen to them. I feel like there are different artists that people respect, so I reckon I could see Lorde doing this and people would respond. It's all pretty much people that are connected to Taylor Swift. They're all like
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, Jennifer Lawrence, people like that you can see standing, and people
Emma Watson.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Lorde saying something like that they don't actually care what people think and stuff. They're just going to speak their mind, and that's a good thing. And I think more people should be doing that.
I agree.
But it's a certain amount. Whereas, can you imagine, say, I don't know, I feel like if Selena Gomez or maybe even Miley Cyrus...
Nicki Minaj
doing this,
Yeah.
no one would take it
not-
seriously.
No one takes it seriously, yeah.
I think it's
well, Taylor
sad,
Swift is
but-
able to maintain this sort of clean-cut image. And maybe this is how, with contracts like this, she's just able to censor herself entirely.
No, but the choices that
I'm being
she
so
makes...
cynical, sorry.
No, it's good. It's good to have cynical stuff. It's entertaining, but
Your opinions are entertaining you.
yes. But well, it was interesting. That's how we had other discussions. They're always so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah.
And that's how I finished my last essay at school. Anyway.
All right, let's move on, shall we? I'm gonna jot down the time code if I can find it. 'Cause I'm trying to be more proactive like this to make life easy for myself. So what's the time? It's
Time code.
3:33, something like that. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
already half an hour into this thing.